Like, he's done it so many times in Brawlhalla esports history. So if you're able to get it on this team, kudos to you.
Definitely going to be a tall task, though, because we've seen this red team has some incredible team combos, but at the same time, maybe Vipr and Fozey have just what it needs to shut it down. But here we are in game number 1 of the top 6 of the European portion of the Brawlhalla World Championship. And so far, damage looking good for the blue team.
Yeah, no, it really is pretty skewed in their favor, and especially, you know, we got that Kaya, that down 6 enemy coming out. Man, I really am a prophet. I can't believe it.
Perfect timing on it. Frame perfect.
We see it a lot though. That move is good.
Okay, pick up from Fozey. I like that he pulled out on that one. Still throwing out a lot of down 6 there, just kind of pushing this threat around. Koko, first one to fall.
Okay. What's the pickup going to be? Spyrox has been so aggressive with these gauntlets, trying to get maybe an earlier KO off the top.
Oh!
That's bad.
Oh my god! He thought he had the follow-up on his teammate, but the weapon toss from Vipr launched Spyrox into it.
Yeah, you can't even be mad, because, like, how is he supposed to know, you know? Like, you're just like, dang, I guess that's how it be sometimes.
That's just one of those, like, sketch comedy things, right? Or just unintentionally grabs the teammate there, but Vipr gets back up. It's okay, the weapon toss, the weapon toss.
Oh man, so much time. We were just holding it down. He's like, I know what's coming. And that unarmed neutralite takes a bit, you know? So, like, oh my gosh. Again.
Getting so many D-Sigs, and that down air will put Spyrox down to his final stock here. Weapon toss from Vipr almost sets up for Fozey's side sig.
One thing I will point out is that a lot of times I've seen Fozey go for a dash, reverse down sig to try and send the opponent off stage, off the follow-up, rather than passing it back and trying to go for a team combo.
Honestly, I don't even know if there's that much thought put into it. I feel like Fozey's just down-sigging to down-sig at some points. Like, he's just like, hey, this is a good sig, right?
Like, they'll be on the ground at some point, right? Like,
Yeah.
There's a pretty good chance they'll come near me.
I like active frames, but Vipr finally loses his first stock. Koko and Spyrox down to their final stocks here in game number 1. This is looking like a blue team win. We're starting to see some fight.
Yeah, I think the plan might be, yo, can we collapse on Vipr? Because that might be the play. You get a KO there, and then you have a little bit of time to try to get the 2v1 on Vipr. Vipr trying to buy some time there. Cheeky slide charge down sig. But Spyrox is hunting Vipr down, and I think Koko has gotten the message. They're kind of ignoring Fozey right now.
Yeah, they were definitely trying to take advantage of that power play. Oh my goodness, the pickups. They're still getting damage put out though. Even though Spyrox is hunting Vipr so hard, Fozey's still getting all this damage. He just down-sigged Koko, and Spyrox about to finish off his teammate here on the left side.
Oh gosh. Just do it, man. Especially on a stage like the Shipwreck Falls. Like, where are you gonna go to avoid the slide charge down sig off the corner? Oh my gosh.
Side sig connects. It's all left to Spyrox. The ground pound connects, and Vipr and Fozey take game number 1.
And you can kind of see it, right? We were complimenting the team synergy of Spyrox and his partner a little bit earlier on. They were able to get these stray hits, right? Oh, there's the web throw again to that.
So that's so unfortunate.
It's a goated play, though.
Yeah. If you're on red team, you're just like, oh man.
Oh man. Oh man, indeed, dude. I don't know if letting them get back to Shipwreck was the play there, because I felt like it's so weird because the stage is so big, but the corners can make it feel so small at times.
Yeah, I mean, it's like it's all platform next to no walls.
I hope Koko and Spyrox can clean it up a little bit. There was a few moments in the last game where they were able to get the start for some team combos, but then not quite execute on the finish. And I think that's because they're a little more nervous. But these weapons feel so good. Like, just like breaking up these team combos. But
that's how I wish my weapon tosses were into. Like my team. Oh, the follow-ups! Let's go! Top of the map, the GC side sig into the recovery from Koko. This red team able to get the first stock. That's looking nice, but they need to maintain this lead.
Oh man, because we've seen a lot of down sig. We haven't really seen the Wushang side sig come out, make an appearance, a little cameo. You know, play with them a little bit. Wow, he just punched him in the face.
Comes in, gets the haymaker, nice sider. Oh, just a little too far on that one. Couldn't get the follow-up, but you know they had something ready. All right, recovery. Side air, Koko's chasing, wanted the quick gimp down sig, and Viper gets through it. Spyrox has not been landing those slide charge down sigs.
And that's going to be Spyrox going down as well. But honestly, having your team wiped at the same time is honestly like close to optimal in a lot of cases, because then you both get to come down. Granted, you're both unarmed, and that's kind of the downside, but at least you get to like spawn back to back, you know?
Yeah, there's no threat of that power play, but blue team doesn't care about the DI because he hit the side air to start it off. Spyrox just burst into the red already. They'll follow up off the D-sig. All right, blue team's got follow-ups too.
Yeah, they're saying, let me talk to him real quick, you know, because can't keep that momentum going forever. Oh, I didn't KO.
Okay.
Man.
Oh!
Nice. Didn't even let him finish it, dude.
Yeah.
It's like,
he said hold him in place for a sec, just bullying red team. And now, final stocks here for the red team in game number 2, and they started so strong.
say they can finish strong too. I ain't giving up quite yet, but it is looking pretty tough for our boys here, Spyrox and Koko, as Vipr and Fozey are just doing such a good job of surgically deconstructing their game plan.
Gosh. Every single time they've started to get a hit onto Fozey, Vipr's immediately breaking it up. And he doesn't even care that the breakup is hitting Fozey. Great weapon toss, ground pound, Vipr and Fozey gonna take game number 2. Like, what do you do against that? You started off in the biggest way possible and you still couldn't close it out.
Yeah, I don't really know. You're gonna go back to Shipwreck? Are you sure that's what you want for your game 3? There's that sick combo though. Boom. Like,
Look,
I don't think I've ever seen that. I don't think I've ever seen that.
Yeah, that. One thing that I love about Koko and Spyrox is they're showing us new team combos, but at the same time, like, they're getting beat right now and things are looking rough. But here we are, game number 3. Can Koko and Spyrox bring it back, take it to game number 4?
I'm hoping so. We'll see. Double D light to the Sayer.
I love it.
That's great. Good damage. Didn't really get interrupted any earlier, so it's like, all right, he got a punish, but he got the damage, which is really all he needed. I think Spyrox might actually try to sit on his spear a little bit longer this game. I think he might just fish for more D lights, try to get the anti-airs to set up for more team conversions, because it's clear they have him.
Nice down sig. Jumping nairs coming out. Left side though, Fozey's still able to slip past Spyrox. They were able to get the first stock, but they need to get a bigger lead here.
Oh, wow, that N6, that must have been the perfect damage range for that one to KO, because the ceiling pretty high here, but despite that, I mean, Spyrox and Koko, they're keeping it a buck, you know? Fozey, 1 hit away, Koko, 1 hit away. We're going to see who's going to pull ahead here. Nice interrupt with that nair from Koko.
And the team combo's coming out from the blue team. Spyrox finally takes out Fozey. Team combo opportunity. Goes for the unarmed. Neutral light hits again. They didn't have something prepared, so Viper's only going to take the 4 hit, but it's still some good damage.
Yeah, that's going to be, I mean, honestly, because I was expecting kind of like a D like ground pound or something, but I think going for the double N light worked out just fine. They got a good amount of damage there. And, you know, despite the fact that we just saw Koko lose his first stock, look how much damage Vipr has right now, right? Like, if they're able to convert really quickly, they can have a pretty substantial... Oh, what an interrupt.
Great interrupts. Spyrox had a great pickup there. I thought he was going to be able to close it out, but Fozey able to stop that from being a finisher. Koko takes out Vipr. Things looking all right for the red team.
Beautiful team combo, dude.
They were so ready for it, and now Vipr and Fozey are the ones on the back foot on their final stocks here in game number 3.
Oh man, these guys are flipping it today, and I love it. And look, like, they just keep the aggression going. Like, even when the team combos finish, you see Spyrox will still go for a dodge read. How did he get that dare? How did he, like
I don't know. Koko is swinging every direction. Spyrox is swinging every direction. Went for a weapon toss, GC down heavy, but a follow-up from Fozey. There it is, Fozey able to take Spyrox down to his final stocks.
And I love that Fozey dashes forward and then does the reverse N-sig, because it's not one of those moves that you can just like, it has a little dash in the beginning, so you have to account
it's got that slide.
Oh man, this is close, but not really. You know, like, the stocks were, but not the damage, and so it's going to be a 2v1 on a Fozey. Nice conversion here.
Oh,
doesn't
missed
get
the Sayer.
Yeah, my man was posted up. He was ready, you know?
second opportunity, and they'll close it out. Spyrox and Koko on the board.
And they're just converting off of anything, you know, like it's really making the difference to peep the team combo, and then the D-Light interrupt into the drop. Say hello. Oh man, I didn't even notice that the first time around. That's crazy. But I feel like a lot of the time when you're watching twos, there are like certain moves that people are trying to avoid, right? Like maybe it'll be like, generally it's end light. Doesn't really matter what weapon for the most part. Maybe bow's the outlier there, but like spear end light, gauntlet end light, you know, axe end light. Those are usually like big, hey, it's time to team combo moves, and people usually try to dodge those. But when it starts being everything, then every interaction feels that much scarier.
Yeah, there's just so many different ways to get that started. Like you're saying, just everything could be a team combo. Just like that, the neutral light, and Koko's ready for the follow-up, gets that side light. Unfortunately, couldn't continue it, but you're already seeing just those thoughts come out from the red team.
Oh, and I like this double, oh my, triple nair from Vipr, aggressively fighting his way back to the stage. You see Koko and Spyrox in hot pursuit here. Blue team has a little bit of momentum, but the red team able to convert like that, and Spyrox going for something extremely cheeky. They're not going to find it, but wow, how do you get that nair? Their reactions are so good. They're so good.
Oh, but look at Fozey. Least damaged person on the screen means things are looking doable for the blue team. Vipr fast falling to avoid that ground pound. Neutral sig, and the red team going to lose their first stock.
Okay. We'll see. Going around. Weapon throw's going to go ahead and get the KO off of Spyrox there. But Koko can just kind of bide some time. At least this stage is big enough that like you can stall for a while, especially with the Rocket Lance. You want a Sayer recovery. And there you go. Finds a Sayer. Speaking of, on Fozey. Vipr, like an end light away even from Gauntlets might do it. All right, Sayer's going to be the one that ends it.
Juggles come out from Spyrox. Everybody on their second stocks, but Spyrox and Koko a little bit more behind. They haven't been finding those openers to lead to the team combos, and that's been working out very well for the blue team.
And you can feel the pace of this game is like quite a bit slower than the few we've seen before, right? They're kind of toning it down a little bit. Ooh, nice read. And the reverse recovery from Koko, completely getting not two, or rather not one, but two reads back to back there. And that's gonna pan out.
Oh, snap.
Exquisitely.
Nice gravity cancel sideline. And I love when you saw Koko hit that sideline in there. I think he was like so high in the sky that Spyrox was like, oh, I need to rotate. Immediately dodges over Vipr and was chasing for the recovery just in case we could try to get that extra coverage. And there it is. Fozey going to go down to his final stock here in game number 4. Can we get the game 5?
Yeah, this is the tough part here. We're going to see if the red team can clutch up, trying to get this blow on a Fozey. Fozey makes it back to the stage, but has no weapon. Vipr finds the recovery, but it doesn't matter because Spyrox is there with the side light and a recovery of his own. It's going to be close.
Ooh, couldn't interrupt it in time. Everybody's going to be on those final stocks in just a little bit if Vipr can hit this. Oh, but Koko immediately just coming in. He's like, I don't care about adding extra damage on somebody who's in KO %.
Sidelights, yo, Koko is the one to beat right now. The blue team's struggling. You need this team combo.
Oh, he didn't get the follow-up.
Oh, that's huge. That's huge. They needed that. Koko had too much momentum going. Granted, he's in the orange now, so like, you know what? Damage has been done, but could have been more. We'll see if it matters in the end here.
Yeah, I mean, it's the difference between making this one doable versus making this one winnable, and right now it's all left to Fozey. This is looking very winnable for the red team to take this to game number 5 as they chase him down.
Yeah, you see both of them. They're hunting. No dodge. Manages to just land by fast falling straight down. No retaliation. Gets caught. Oh man. How that recovery, it was so close. So close. Just a little too high up. But that'll do it anyway, so there you go. We're going to game 5.
Man, the level up from Koko and Spyrox. It was looking like it was going to be a Vipr Fozey 3-0 and a handshake, but Koko and Spyrox started bringing it back. They're starting to get that consistency. And as such, Fozey and Vipr are like, all right, maybe no more shipwreck. Maybe we're finally done with that, Matt.
Yeah, maybe we should stop going there, especially if we're about to get reverse 3-0'd on it. Let's try a different change of scenery, see if this works out. And granted, I don't know. to be honest. I didn't really feel like we saw a whole lot of early stocks happening despite the corners of Shipwreck. Ooh. Spyrox just be going crazy. It's like, okay.
Yeah, just watch Spyrox style in the sky looking like an anime character right there. But Vipr has taken the brunt of the damage. Meanwhile, again, Fozey living. Might see a repeat of the last one as Vipr gonna get taken out in just a little bit.
Like the amount of slide charge down sigs we see from Spyrox.
Yeah, right.
Like, he's never stopped doing them.
Tried to get that follow-up side signature there. Looking for so many different follow-ups. Oh, couldn't get the interrupt there.
Okay, Vipr tries to get an edge guard, won't find it. Watch out, that's a hard move to punish, but Spyrox finds a way, dunks from above.
So many people getting into the red here. Which team's gonna get the first one? Viper's been red for a while, but you know what? He's still alive, not anymore.
Okay, it's gonna be the spear ground pound. The Endlight is gonna be enough on its own, despite the fact that Kaya has a fair amount of defense. And now the red team pulling to the lead, but well, I wanna see how much damage they can get before they lose this first stock, right? Because they're pretty damaged here. This could be a very close game depending on how quickly the slate. Wow,
Wake ups.
what a wake up. What the heck?
Unfortunately, it wasn't enough, though. I mean, I love the idea, but they need these KOs. The damage, it doesn't matter at this point, because it's just giving the red team opportunities to get extra credit. Meanwhile, blue team needs it. Ground pound, side air, and it's going to even up, but they did take a little bit of damage. The extra credit has been earned.
Yeah, it was a light yellow, though, so all things considered, not the worst. You know, if they were in the orange, I'd be a little more scared for them, but this is just like 2-3 hits away from being, I mean, look at it now. You know, it's a pretty even game right now.
Definitely could go either direction. Wow. Nice interrupt from Koko. That neutral actually stopping all the force that was getting dumped onto Spyrox. Spyrox, though, creeping closer and closer to that KO percent. Blue team, if they get it, could be big, but the side air hits both.
Synchronized weapon throw, both completely off target, though, but I respect the struggle as they're trying to close out these stocks, and I feel like Spyrox and Koko have been having an easier time doing so. Look at that, man.
Man, Spyrox got into the red first, but it doesn't matter because blue team is the one to get taken down to their final stocks. They were up 2-0.
Oh, no. Man, dude, they're not finding the KOs.
Oh, no.
This could be terrible.
Like
Spyrox may have found it.
Oh, the saves. Fozey with the ultimate reprieve, that spear recovery, getting everyone away.
Okay. Down six going to be enough. The blue team's been dropping quite a few team conversions now. This is definitely not the time for that to be happening, but it is going to be a final stock game here. I feel like Spyrox and Koko have all the momentum, though. They're on the verge of getting reversed Rio, but look at all this damage Spyrox is taking. He needs to regain his footing, but he's being chased. Koko, you have to help him.
I mean, blue team, they've done this before, right? Just the second stocks. Oh, the backswing. Vipr saw the threat.
Spyrox.
Koko gets back up, but Fozey's getting all this damage onto Spyrox while Koko's fighting against Vipr. Team combo while Spyrox comes up, and there's the neutral sig. It's all left to Koko.
Oh, it's going to be tough for Koko. Spyrox just didn't get a chance to play that final stock, and now Koko, you know, has to do this somehow, has a lot of damage. I don't think Downsig will definitely KO in the corner. They can always throw that out, and Fozey can do it pretty much without the fear of losing a stock. He's only in the light yellow. I don't know how Koko does it. First, he needs a weapon, and they're not even letting him get that much.
He can't even get up onto the stage, gets the soft platform, but immediately punished for it. This is such a tough spot. He can't afford another hit.
Oh, perfect dodge on the weapon throw. Fast falls the pogo. Still can't get a weapon, and he's thinking. You can see his brain being like, man, how do I get back to the stage? Wall slip coming into play. Needs to refresh the jumps, and the Endlight's gonna do it. Vipr and Fozey barely hang on. Barely. But they managed to do it.
They did what needed to be done. They closed it out 3-2 in game number 5. And even inside that game 5, it was not secure. Like, there were definitely moments where Koko and Spyrox were taking the lead, but Vipr and Fozey did what had to be done.
Man, and especially looking at the final stock of that match, I can't help but like look back on it and be like, man, you know, Vipr and Fozey really cleaned up. They didn't give Spyrox a chance, not 1 second, to gather up with Koko so they could get their team synergy going. They were split up the entire final stock.